Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Bitcoin Liz and it is amazing to have you back. So today we see another pump of Bitcoin, for example, and of course the other alts are following after. And I have Mr. Ivan on Tech here because he was previously just recording his evening stream and I was like, okay, please, you have to stay and we gotta talk about altcoins. Yes, amazing to have you here.
Thanks. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, we're pumping like crazy. Show the screen. The screen is... Wrong. Yeah. So this one, we have Bitcoin 3%, we have Ethereum 5.8. It's insane. Guys, I told you that money is gonna go from Bitcoin to ETH. It's just a natural progression, and ETH has way more potential than Bitcoin, to be honest with you, in the short term, in my view, because it's just 20% from all-time high. Bitcoin is already at 50% from all-time high. So keep an eye on ETH. So yeah, so what are we going to do?
So yeah, I was thinking we should look into alts, of course, and we want to take a look at the ones that are pumping like crazy today, and I really am curious on hearing your point of view of this.
Yeah. So one of the most important alts that are pumping like insanely today is the Hedera, Hedera Hashgraph. And Hashgraph is one of these projects that was super pumped in 2017, and people were very excited about Hedera Hashgraph, and the reason is because this is not a blockchain, this coin, okay? It's more like a gossip protocol where different nodes in the network, they basically tell each other what they have heard from other nodes, and that is how they reach consensus. So this is gossip protocol, okay? Now, the thing with them is that it is a bit centralized, so they have a governing council. Now, if you click the link there, you see that Google is now part of this governing council. So this is the biggest news right now with Hedera. That's why they're going absolutely through the roof. And while Bitcoin is king, you see that there is a lot of opportunities in the so-called altcoin forest, as I discussed on my channel. You gotta, guys, if you want to take a bit of risk, obviously you could just stay in Bitcoin and just be in Bitcoin for the entire bull market, and that will be also amazing. Look, that is going to be amazing. But if you want a bit more gains, you want a bit more risk, study alts, study the important alts. So, and you see, this is not a scam, because even Google themselves came out and said that it is a legit partnership, like we discussed. So you see, this is from Google Cloud. So Google Cloud is now going to be part of the basically governing council. The thing with Hedera is that it's not really a decentralized crypto, and so therefore now Google is part of the consensus there. So that's why it's important, and that's why the community is so pumped and so excited.
Great. And what else do we have? We have, oh, that was the wrong one.
Yeah.
We have Terra as well.
Yeah, so Terra is actually interesting because I introduced them in Korea. I was in South Korea. It's a South Korean project. They have a stable coin, but I mean, this is far from stable, and this is actually the governing token in their stable coin. So this is kind of like Korean DeFi, you can say kind of like MakerDAO, but Korean, and they had a lot of adoption in Korea when I was there, and this was in the spring, in autumn, not in spring, it was in autumn 2019. So I was recently there, it's a few months back. So yeah, they have the stable coin, but this is Luna. So while it says Terra, the actual coin here is, if we click on it, it is Luna. So this coin is used for governance, and as you can see, it's far from stable, I can tell you that. So it's not the stable coin. So you can compare it to the Maker coin, like in MakerDAO is the Maker coin, but this is the Korean Maker basically. And then they have a stable coin, but obviously it's not pumping. So that is Terra.
Yes, interesting to hear, of course. And I mean, taking a look at the other altcoins that are today pumping like crazy, what would you say about what is standing out to you here? What do you think we should keep an eye on?
Well, I would say we're looking at real adoption. I mean, one coin that we're adopting right now as we're speaking is actually BAT. So I love BAT. I was a bit skeptical for quite some time in early 2017 when they really got released, because look, it's new technology, so you didn't really see exactly how it's gonna play out and whether it's like another scam coin or not. But what's good is that they have really delivered in terms of Brave browser. So right now, for example, here we're running Brave browser, we're getting paid for viewing ads basically, and you know that in the academy, by the way, our academy is huge over at Ivan on Tech, the issue is actually getting ads approved on Facebook and Google. They don't want our ads because they think we're all scammers in crypto. So they're like, even if you have a crypto education, you cannot advertise on Google. They are keeping us out. So the only way for us to advertise could be through BAT, by the way, through basic attention token and through Brave. And this means that we are paying people who are watching our ads. Just like when we're using Brave browser, we're getting BAT for free, basically just for using it. The same is when people are viewing our ads, the money goes to them. So that's key. So that's why I think basic attention token is interesting, because the adoption is really here. I mean, I'm adopting it. I'm using it every day. And then, yeah, I mean, another interesting one is Chainlink, but this one is kind of old news because it's been pumping like crazy during the whole year, if you look here. So it's been a good coin through entire bear market because they've been delivering like crazy when it comes to oracles. So 2019 has been the year of Chainlink, and the 2020 as well, because look, they are still growing like insane. So although they saw a pullback at the end of 2019 a bit here, we saw this pullback right here. Now it's back to parabolic. So we'll see where it ends. So yeah, those are my favorite, like the most interesting ones. But then of course, looking at the numbers, there are Quant and a few others that are also interesting, and they're most interesting today because they're pumping. But the ones I would like to focus on today, as I told you, are BAT, Chainlink, as we discussed right now, because it's oracles, and the Hedera and the Terra, basically. So yeah, those are my expert commentary.
Okay, that's very, very valuable for us, of course, and I'm so grateful that you are giving our insights for that. You also mentioned that we really should keep an eye on altcoins, because if we want to seek more gains in the market, so to say. What would you say, like, what is the things you should look after when you study altcoins? Is there any specific things you're looking at?
Yeah, many things. I mean, number one is of course technology and fundamentals. Is it really something that can be delivered in the market? Will people use it? That is number one. Then number two, I mean, whether you like it or not, but it is fundamentals. It's can this token actually be exciting for people who are new? If somebody buys Bitcoin and then they hear about this altcoin, will they get excited even if they have no clue about fundamentals? So that is why, for example, people are so surprised. How come XRP is pumping? Like all the time, XRP is one of the performing coins during bull rallies. It's always performing. Why? Because it has a nice story. So it doesn't really matter what fundamentals is if it has a nice story. Now, obviously, a nice story cannot take you very far for a long time. You gotta have both. So that is why it's important to look at both. But all in all, look, I'm looking at the market like this, that we're gonna see money flow from the top to the bottom. My strategy right now is to build positions in, like this. So money is gonna go from Bitcoin to alts in this fashion. Right now, money is still going to Bitcoin, although we see alts pumping like crazy, but most of the people who are getting into crypto, they're getting into Bitcoin. And once this rally accelerates, money is gonna go like this down towards alts. And you gotta be picking good alts already right now. So the strategy that I have right now, which has changed during the past a few weeks really, is that instead of buying only Bitcoin because my strategy is to buy with the income I get. So when I get income, I go into crypto. So instead of only buying Bitcoin right now, I'm also diversifying into ETH and the other big altcoins. So that is the strategy, because look, we haven't seen the herd really getting into the top alts. They're gonna come very soon, and you want to have a position there already. So not financial advice, but yeah, this is kind of how I think.
Well, thank you for sharing, because I think it's so insightful for people to hear what your thoughts are on this. And of course, it will be very interesting to see where we are going. And as you're saying, it's a good strategy probably to take a look at the other alts already at the moment. I mean, we have so many exciting things going on, so probably we'll see huge growth coming soon. And yes, is there anything else you would like to add? Or
yeah, I mean, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, check out the link below, and thank you for having me here on the channel.
Well, thank you for staying. It's amazing to have you here, and thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Ivan, once again. Please make sure to hit the like below and leave a comment. What do you think about alts? Do you have any favorites? Let us know. And also, if you want to support the channel, you have affiliate links below, and you can also leave a donation, which I super appreciate a lot. Thank you so much, and see you guys very soon. Goodbye.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Hope I see you.